What's up, everybody? It's DeWitt Scott here again with another edition of the Daily Reading Room, where I give you a book review video breakdown for one book for every day of the 2022-23 academic school year. And this video review is about a book entitled Demand the Impossible, a Radical Manifesto, written by Dr. Bill Ayers. And Bill Ayers is a retired distinguished professor at UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago, and a longtime activist who was well known for much of his activist activities dating all the way back decades ago, 50, 60 years. And to his to those who don't know his activist side, but his relationship to President Obama, or former President Barack Obama. But he's written a really good book here that is sort of centered on building a revolutionary consciousness for activists and for people who want to sort of make change and push the boundaries on what is possible in the world. And some of the recommendations or some of the prescriptions that he has in the book center on asking the pertinent questions that sort of challenge the status quo. He pushes people to sort of examine the true purpose of many of the major aspects of American society. For instance, the American military. Is it really for protection, or is it about imperialism and advancing America's place in the world, particularly over smaller third world countries? He talks about the racist nature of the prison industrial complex and how African Americans are disproportionately victim to the prison industrial complex, or the so-called criminal justice system. And he relates that to other things historically in other parts of the world. He also talks about capitalism and how capitalism by nature dehumanizes people, puts profit over people, and sort of quantifies everything in a way to sort of gain more money, more capital, as opposed to just making the lives of citizens better. He talks about the stories behind high-profile police shootings like Michael Brown and other police shootings that sort of rocked the American society over the past 10 plus years now at this point. And the resulting community activism that has come out of those police shootings with the Black Lives Matter movement and so forth. He talks about reimagining healthcare in a way that's affordable and accessible to all, and that still works, and helping people be preventive in catching diseases or other ailments that may affect them long term. And then he talks about education, which is really his specialty, his field, and how the purpose of K-12 education should be for freedom, not necessarily just for knowledge, passing on knowledge, arbitrary knowledge, but students should be able to connect their educational experiences to their real world experiences, right? And he really the whole book is about asking the hard questions and not settling for easy answers. It's a really good book in that way, and it just makes the reader just think about how to reimagine a more radical world, a world that's more fair, more just for the larger group of people rather than just a select few who have wealth and power and status. So I recommend it. Please check it out. For budding activists, current activists, it's a really good primer. It's a really good instructional book. And Bill Ayers, his activist credentials are certainly credible. He's certainly validated as a very serious activist over the past 50, 60 years. So please check it out. Bill Ayers, Demand the Impossible.